سيدنا محمد.
I brought with me a work known as Diya Sudur, which was published by the publishing house in Turkey, Waqf al-Ikhlas. And in this work, published alongside Al-Fajr al-Sadiq في الرد على منكري التوسل والكرامات والخوارق of Al-Allama Jamil Effendi Sidqi al-Zahawi rahimahullah ta'ala, who was a scholar from over 100 years ago. Another work is published alongside with this work, known as Diya Sudur. And this work was written by Zahir Shah Mia bin Abdul Azim, and is from Swat, the author. Even though the work is written in Arabic, he's from Swat in Pakistan. And he has a chapter here, هل علم الغيب للأنبياء والأولياء جائز أم لا? Is knowledge of the unseen allowed for the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam and for the awliya? And he replies, اعلم أن علم الغيب ثابت في القرآن ذاتي وعطائي. That any aspect of knowledge which is established in Al-Quran Kareem is of two types. One is dhati, and the second is ata'i. Dhati is knowledge which is not granted to someone, but is innate, and something which is not bestowed upon the person possessing this type of knowledge. And ata'i is knowledge which has been given. And when Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah state that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam and the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam have knowledge of the unseen, they mean the second type, ata'i, that the knowledge which they possess, knowledge of the unseen which they have, is given to them, not that their knowledge is eternal. And this is one of the reasons that the Najdiyah and other groups have accused Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah of shirk, and have even said that Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah equate knowledge of the unseen with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or they equate the knowledge of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wassalam with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, he states here, وَالْإِيمَانُ بِهِ فَرْضٌ عَلَى جَمِيعِ الْقُرْآنِ. To believe that knowledge of the unseen is two types, dhati and ata'i. Believing this is fard, an obligation upon everyone, that they must believe that there is dhati knowledge and there is ata'i knowledge. And he states, فَالذَّاتِ خَاصٌ لِلَّهِ تَعَالَى. This knowledge, which is known as dhati, is specific to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do not ascribe dhati knowledge to Rasulullah alayhi salatu wassalam. وَالْعَطَاءِ ثَابِتٌ لِلْأَنْبِيَاءِ وَالْأَوْلِيَاءِ. That the ata'i knowledge is established for Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam and for the awliya, the friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He states, قال الله تعالى ذَلِكَ مِنْ أَنْبَاءِ الْغَيْبِ نُوحِيهِ إِلَيْكَ. Examples of this where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in Al-Quran Al-Kareem that these are referring to the revelation of the Quran Kareem. ذَلِكَ مِنْ أَنْبَاءِ الْغَيْبِ. This or that, meaning the stories which were related, Al-Qasas in Al-Quran Al-Kareem, and the revelation of Al-Quran Al-Kareem is from Anba'ul Ghaib. And Anba'ul Ghaib is, Anba is plural of Nab, which means news of the unseen. News of the unseen, and this was the knowledge given to Rasulullah alayhi salatu wassalam. Or for instance, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُطْلِعَكُمْ عَلَى الْغَيْبِ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَجْتَبِي مِنْ رُسُلِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. He provides this verse as well in Surah Al-Imran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُطْلِعَكُمْ عَلَى الْغَيْبِ. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not reveal the knowledge of the unseen, عَلَى الْغَيْبِ. But then the verse states, وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَجْتَبِي مِنْ رُسُلِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses from his messengers alayhi salatu wasalam whom he wills. So the exception is made. So whenever we have a verse of Al-Quran Al-Kareem negating knowledge of the unseen, it is referring to the first type, which is dhati. And when we have a mention of the revelation of the unseen for Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam, what is meant is al-ata'i, knowledge which is given to Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam. And this is knowledge which has been written, this concept is something which has been written by the ulama of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And the topic, this knowledge, this differentiation between dhati and ata'i is something which every Muslim should know. The differentiation that when we refer to Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam as having knowledge of the unseen, we mean the second type, which is ata'i, knowledge given to them. And there is no equating of the knowledge of Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam with the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is why the silly mistake which Murtada Khan made was when he said, he accused Imam al-Busiri rahimahullah ta'ala of committing shirk, because he mentions that the ilm of al-qalam and al-lawh, and says that min ulumika, and this min is min tab'idiyya, that from some of your knowledge, meaning Rasulullah alayhi salatu wassalam, is the knowledge of al-qalam and al-lawh, the pen and the tablet. And because of this, he says that this is shirk. Al-lawh is the tablet which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created, it's makhluq, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had ordered the pen, al-qalam, a pen, not a pen of the type that we have on this earth, a different type of pen, to write the destinies of creation on this al-lawh. And al-lawh is known as al-lawh al-mahfuz, the preserved tablet. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had the destinies of mankind written on this, the knowledge of the destiny of mankind, and the pen wrote this, and the pen was ordered. This is mentioned in many ahadith in the Sahih of Imam Bukhari, throughout the works of the Sunan. The knowledge contained in this lawh has the knowledge of ma kana wa ma yakun, what has transpired even prior to the creation of Sayyidina Adam alayhi salatu wassalam, and everything that will happen up until the Day of Judgment, until the people will enter paradise and the people will enter hellfire. The Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah believe that the knowledge of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam exceeds the knowledge contained in a lawh. But for Murtada to claim that this is shirk is silly, because he in fact has fallen into shirk himself. Why? By saying that by equating the knowledge to the lawh, the tablet, a person commits shirk. He in effect has equated the knowledge of the tablet to the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you understand this, what I am saying? So these are the silly blunders they make in lectures. But what we must know, what you live with today, is that knowledge, when referring to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is what type of knowledge? Dhati. And knowledge when referring to the Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam and Rusul, prophets and messengers, is ata'i. What is the definition of dhati? Dhati knowledge is the eternal knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is what? Eternal knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is the beginningless knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is the endless knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the definition of what? Dhati knowledge. Even the small children here, if you teach them this, that the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beginningless. The knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is eternal. The knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is endless. This is tawheed. The knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is wajib, necessary. And the knowledge of creation, including the Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam, is not eternal. Is not eternal. The knowledge of the Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam is bestowed upon them. The knowledge of Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam is limited, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that limit.